Hey, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to play Claw. In this tutorial, I know that I am playing Fortnite, but this is not an only Claw tutorial made for Fortnite, but for you to try Claw on any games you are currently playing, soon to try out, or, older games that you have that you might want to try Claw on it as well. My mic may sound a little bit different. I don't know what's going on and stuff like that. I tried fixing it, but then I probably did screw up a little bit more. Alright, let's not worry too much about my microphone, but just straight head into the video. Alright guys, so the first step that we are going to focus on is hand placement. For hand placement, we are going to bring our middle fingers over to the triggers, bring our pointer finger down to the D-pad and action button. But if you play single, it's only going to be your right hand that goes over to the action buttons, while your left hand just plays standard. And two tips to making Claw a little bit more comfortable is by twisting your wrist just a tiny bit, but then afterwards pressing the action buttons with the tip of your pointer finger, and then changing up your thumb placement, meaning like over, middle, and edge that you could choose. But I highly recommend that you choose like the middle and the edge. Oh yeah, and before I forget, playing with control freaks does make the process of playing Claw a little bit more easier from my experience. I played with control freaks before. I stopped playing them and then I kind of came back to them because they're just really good for aiming and just overall comfortable feel. Alright guys, now we are on step 2, which is practice. When I mean practice, I mean taking some time out of your day to go into the firing range or creative. Since we're playing Fortnite, I highly recommend this map to literally practice Claw, bro. Because you could become so good with the aiming, piecing, edit, build, and even 1v1ing your friends as well. And really trying to get familiar pressing your buttons. So to get started with practicing, I highly recommend that you at least start free building, then afterwards you do everything else that is like a little bit more advanced. But free building is generally the best way to really warm up your hands. The next step at possibly even after free building, I would say maybe piecing or an edit cord, trying to get familiar with your editing binds and stuff like that, and you're just confirm, or if you play auto confirm or auto reset, it's perfectly fine as well. So piece control is generally one of the best type of thing to learn in Fortnite, and especially get your fingers to really work a little bit better. But make sure that you take the process a little bit slower. Don't just immediately try rushing in and trying to think that you already know Claw when you just first start. Really take some time into it. Definitely learning how to jump while shooting was generally one of the hardest things for me. But over time, after practicing with bots and playing with my friends, I started to actually get used to it. Alright guys, now that we are done practicing, now it's time to go over to step 3, which is bind/settings. Before we go over to sensitivity, I do want to talk about binds. Binds are just personal preference. Trust me, you may want to actually change them in the future if you haven't yet already changed them. For me, I actually edit with my touchpad, ping with triangle, and use my pickaxe right on D-pad. I actually feel very comfortable playing this way and have been for a while. I highly recommend that you change them. Alright guys, now we're about to go over our sensitivities, which is very, very, very important. I highly recommend that you guys play at least around 40 to 47% of look and vertical speed. And then for build, at least 1.8 to 2.2 for both at least. You don't have to keep these the same, but at least make it a 1 or 2 point difference. For ADSing, I highly recommend that you play from 7% over to a 15%. Put a little bit of turning if you must, because it's just a little kick to it, it's just a little bit of a boost. For response curve, I highly recommend linear. Exponential is more of a zero build. For building, I have no idea. I know that there are some pros that actually play with exponential, which is really good. If you want to give it a try, I highly recommend that you at least give both of them a try and then see for yourself. For dead zone, I highly recommend that most of you guys actually play with a low percentage of dead zone, because you could generally move your joystick a little bit and it would actually respond. But if you have a good amount of stick drift, I highly recommend that you turn it all the way up to at least 10. Alright guys, so we are at the end of the video. If I have forgotten anything to add into the video, please let me know down at the comments, and I would make an update video to this video. And I would at least try to include more and more stuff that I truly feel like it's very important to add. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, if you guys do need a better link to somebody else who could explain it better, I will leave one down in the description. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys later.